Okay, this is Leah with Backyard Homestead in Starkville, Mississippi, and we are out on this Sunday afternoon. It is Sunday, February 10th, and we are going to get some seeds started for the spring garden. And this afternoon we're going to start this is Stowell's Evergreen corn. This is seed we saved ourselves from the corn we grew last year, and we bought it, you know, as an heirloom variety so we could save our own seed, and it turned out really, really good. But this is the first time we've saved seed for it ourselves, so this will be fun. And we're going to do 2 flats of the corn, 2 flats of the Stowell's Evergreen corn. Then we're also going to start we haven't ever grown celery. We want to try celery this year, and we've grown Pak Choy every year and enjoyed it. So we're going to just get some Chinese Pak Choy started, some cabbage, some Brunswick cabbage. We're going to get our peppers started too. We're going to do the Cubanelles again this year, the red Marconi, and the emerald giant bell peppers. Those all 3 of these did really well last year. And then we are going to get some more broccoli started. Hopefully maybe the squirrels are full and there'll be more for them to eat and they won't just decimate our broccoli. So we're going to get some more broccoli started, and that's about it for today. We're not going to start tomatoes yet. And our flats, these are flats. We bought these, I guess, 3 or 4 years ago and have used them every year, and they're still doing well. And we're using have some compost and peat moss and black cow and some of our compost and some chicken dirt that we sifted and saved. So got a little potting mix. Oh, and perlite. Sorry, perlite mixed in. And that's what we're using. And we'll come back and show you how it looks when we get them going. We're going to get the dirt in these first. Okay, we've got the trays, the 2 trays we're doing for the Stowell's Evergreen filled with the dirt, or the soil, and now we're going back and putting the seeds in. All right, come back and show you when you get the whole flat filled up. Okay, each of these flats has 72 cells, so we're planting 2 of these, and that'll give a total of 144 cells. Our goal is to get about 121, 122 plants. That's what we planted last year. So if we get around 120 to 125 good healthy plants out of these 2 flats, we'll be doing great. We're starting these in the flats because it gives us a 2 to 3 week jump on when we'd be able to plant them outside. We can keep them in a controlled environment inside under lights and get a good jump on the growing season. And we did this last year and it worked out really well. And then we can do it again when the first crop started getting close to harvest time. We went ahead and started additional corn plants in the flats again. So as soon as we harvested, we had plants that were about 6 to 8 inches tall ready to put out and had another jump on the season. And we were able to get 2 complete harvests,
separate
harvests of the sweet corn last year. So it worked out well last year. Okay, we've got all the cells, each have 1 seed. Go back and poke them down just a little, and then cover them up with a little more soil and water them in, and that'll be it. I got the corn planted and watering it in. Now we're going to plant the other stuff. Okay, so we went ahead and labeled our tray. We're getting ready to do the pepper tray now. We're going to do 2 columns of each pepper, 2, I guess, rose columns, 2 of red Marconi, 2 Cubanelle, and 2 emerald giant bells. So how many plants of each you said that was? 24 of each? That'll give us 24 of each kind of pepper. Making little holes with a pencil, and go back and drop the seed in. That face. Okay, and in this flat, we're going to do 2 long rows each of celery, 2 of cabbage, and 2 of pak choy. This is celery seed. It is some tiny, tiny seed. I couldn't get one in each cell, so I just kind of sprinkled it down this row. I'm eager to see what it does. And cabbage seed. It's pretty small too. It's bigger than the celery seed.
I get one or two.
And this will finish this flat off. And again, this one is celery, cabbage, and Pak Choy. And in this one, this flat, we planted 3 different kinds of broccolis, and I'll let you pronounce them however you choose. But it's this broccoli, this kind of broccoli, and this kind of broccoli. So we'll see if any of them are, we'll just see how they do. All right. And I guess that's about it. We're going to water this tray in. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. One last thing. This is just a pretty. Our peach trees are blooming. This one's just barely starting to open up. Just has some little buds. There's a couple blooms open. And this peach tree, this is our cherry tree. It's not doing anything yet. This peach tree's opened up a little bit more. So it's looking really pretty. Got some buds and blooms on it. And through this hedgerow, through our Iliagnus hedge, we have a pretty nice display of daffodils starting to open. They're looking nice. They're very pretty. Daffodils over here on this north side. Those are the wedding bells. They're not really doing too much yet. They're starting to show. Our strawberries are starting to poke up through over here on the north side. And these made last year, so that little experiment went well. And I want to show you the pear tree again. Last week I said that the pear tree was in full bloom. Well, it wasn't anything compared to what it is now. Hang on, I'll bring you over. This is our plum tree, and it is really putting on a show. I thought it was bloomed out last weekend, but it's really bloomed out now. I mean, it's just hanging with blooms. We've had a few decent days, good sunny days where the wind's been blowing, so hopefully it'll get well pollinated. I've seen some honeybees around, so hopefully they're working this tree some. They really seem to enjoy these Pak Choy plants more than anything. But hopefully it's getting pollinated, and it is beautiful. Red, and they will be 7 years old this Valentine's Day, and they are still laying for us, still going strong. And these are our Japanese mustards that we planted in front of the asparagus bed, the Komatsuma greens, and they are looking healthy and beautiful. And we have a, try not to step anywhere, it might be coming up, a big, beautiful asparagus spear. I guess I need to go ahead and pick him. Try to do that. Big, pretty guy. So our asparagus is starting to make. And that is it this time. Thanks for watching.